drama, a lot of action, and want to win. He will want to just finish the tournament on a high, because there's nothing worse than losing your final round match. And we've seen Duda struggle, so he will come up, he will try to level up and play the big boss. You know, this is what he's here for, to challenge his closest tour rival, and they're off. And we see that the game has opened with the G-pawn moving one square forward.
Yeah, one B3 we saw yesterday from Magnus, and now it's one G3. But
is that strange?
It's not quite as strange. He has transposed the position now into an English opening, and it's what we call the symmetrical English. Because look at the pawn structure, look at the pieces, it's completely symmetrical. Duda playing copycat, and this has quite a good reputation for black. This exact position, black is very flexible. You can push a bunch of different pawns here. Black's knight can come out. What will Duda choose? He pushes this pawn. Now white usually here either castles or pushes the white pawn in the center a couple of squares. This is an alternative as well. Magnus, he mentioned that word attack in his interview with Tanya, and he's going for the attack. It's only move 6, and he's pushed the h-pawn forward, trying to continue pushing, and if he does get the opportunity to push Harry the h-pawn one square further forward, black will seriously have some issues to deal with.
And looking at the database, I can see that this was a specialty of Magnus. In 2019, he used it to draw with the white pieces against Rustam Kazimazhanov and also Wesley So. So for some reason it's kind of fallen out of favour with Magnus, but it's back. It's also been popular with Anish Giri. He's also played it twice. Wang Hao, Michael Adams have made this. So this is a very established move.
Yeah, I think I faced it myself before in some blitz games, in some rapid games, and it is surprisingly scary. White is keeping his king in the center, and white often keeps the king in the middle for a lot longer. Essentially, he's saying to black, I'm going to keep pushing the h-pawn. You can not really castle safely on this king side anymore, on the left side of the board, on the right side, sorry, just because you're going to come under fire there. And Duda, as black, you're kind of committed to a plan. Black's last pawn move, pushing the pawn to e6, has created a square for his knight, but I don't think you can play automatic moves anymore. This is very much what Duda likes to do.
The winners, the two players in that game, will get a big bunch of that bonus prize fund, which is over $80,000 big right now. Magnus nominated for quite a few of them. Actually, I think there's 2 Carlsen Duda games that you can vote for.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, these two, they've had some real ding-dong battles throughout the year. And, okay, with this last move, Magnus didn't go for the draw. We saw the white king poke its head out, black checked the king back, and the position repeated itself once. Magnus is playing on, he's attacking this black bishop, but I'm wondering what happens here if, for example, black tries to keep things simple and just takes the white knight. Does white have anything better than taking the black bishop? Then we would see a draw most likely. Still, Ivanka?
Yeah, I mean, I would actually be tempted to try to play for more. You know, Magnus is taking risks. Why can't black do the same? I would be tempted just to retreat the bishop 1 square forward.
Back to c5? Or?
Yeah, back to c5 and kind of again ask the question. Or I could, if I was feeling super confident, actually I might even put the bishop on the d2 square, because after all, the bishop on d2 will guard the c1 square.
That's really ambitious, and Duda's ticking down to 30 seconds. If he moves his bishop, we'll see a lot of twists and turns ahead. I think if he wants to play it safe, if he wants to commit to the draw now, Duda, he'll just take the white knight with black's rook, but he's not got that much time. He looks away, maybe in a bit of frustration there, Duda, but now we will see the game steer towards a draw. The bishop disappears. Black's rook has got to go after that white a-pawn before it's too late. Put it back where it came from, that rook, and the game is automatically almost a draw. There's no way to keep these 2 pawns on the board.
And before the game quickly fizzles out, we do have a caption this competition. Where you can answer using the hashtag #ChessChamps. And there the rook does go behind the pawn. The game is going to fizzle out. And
any second now, they'll find a way to repeat the moves.
Okay.
There we go, a check. The king and rook do a little dance. The position repeats itself. And it has been a hard-fought game, but it...
Their match, a draw. Magnus Carlsen taking a big sip of the liquid death, the nice water, sparkling water that they are drinking in Shack 15. He will have now 22 minutes. Magnus Carlsen getting ready for game 2, where he will have the black pieces. And we're going to go to San Francisco to see if we can get a reaction from Magnus.